Why does anxiety feel so intense and out of proportion to what's going on in your life? Do you ever feel trapped in a cycle of physical symptoms like racing heart or tight muscles, even when your mind knows there's no real threat? Welcome back to Quieting Anxiety. I'm Dr. Monica Frank, and in today's episode, we're talking about something that might sound a little strange at first: why a completely normal process, anxiety, can cause such big problems. But let's settle in first. Take a slow breath in and gently let it out. As you continue to breathe naturally, begin to imagine a place where you feel calm and safe. It could be real or made up: a quiet beach, a cozy room with a warm blanket, a forest clearing, anywhere that brings you comfort. Picture it in your mind. Notice what you see, the colors, the light. What do you hear? Maybe gentle waves, rustling leaves, or just silence. Take a moment just to be in this place, letting your body relax as if it knows it's safe here. While you continue to breathe gently, we'll talk about the normal process of anxiety. One of the first things to understand is that anxiety itself isn't broken or dysfunctional. It's actually your body doing exactly what it was designed to do. Just like pain is your body's way of signaling danger, like telling you when you're touching a hot stove, anxiety is your body's way of preparing you for a threat. This response comes from your autonomic nervous system, the part of your body that springs into action without you even thinking about it. You've probably felt it many times. Maybe someone startled you, and before your brain even registered it, your heart jumped, your muscles tensed, and your breathing sped up. That's your body's natural fight or flight system, built to help you survive real danger. But here's the issue. That same system doesn't know the difference between a caveman facing a saber-toothed tiger and you receiving a stressful email. Our world has changed, but our stress response hasn't. So when it starts going off too often or without any real danger, it can feel overwhelming and out of control. Now, even though anxiety is normal, some people are more sensitive to it, and that's often genetic. But I like to think of that sensitivity as a kind of evolutionary advantage. Our ancestors who were more aware of danger were more likely to survive and pass along those traits. So in a way, people with anxiety are more highly evolved. I know what you might be thinking. I'd rather be less evolved and feel calmer. But here's the good news. With understanding and the right tools, you can train this response to work for you instead of against you. You may also be wondering, if this is normal, why is it so unbearable sometimes? Often, anxiety becomes a problem when it's chronic, misunderstood, or when we try to avoid it. The more you resist it, saying things like, "I can't stand this," or "I have to make it stop," the more your brain reacts as if something is wrong, increasing the anxiety. It's similar to pain. If you focus on it constantly, it can feel more intense. But when you shift your attention, sometimes it fades into the background. The same is true for anxiety. And here's something really important. Your anxiety might be trying to tell you something. Not every experience of anxiety is random or meaningless. Sometimes it's a signal. I remember a client who said, I need anxiety medication because every time I think about visiting my family, I get heart palpitations. As we talked, she shared that her family treated her poorly when she visited. Even her husband dreaded going. Her anxiety wasn't the problem. It was the message, a sign that something needed to change. She didn't need medication to numb the symptoms. What she needed was to set a boundary. It's not okay to treat me this way. And once she addressed the real issue, the anxiety lessened naturally. When we ignore anxiety's message, it doesn't just go away, it gets louder. But when we listen and respond appropriately, anxiety often softens on its own. Now let's go back to those physical sensations. Tight muscles, upset stomach, rapid breathing, even tunnel vision. These are your body's way of preparing for danger. But when there is no actual danger, these reactions can feel scary and overwhelming. That's why we'll be talking more about how to tolerate anxiety in the coming episodes, because simply trying to get rid of it doesn't work. You have to learn how to respond to it differently. So let's talk a bit about these different sensations and why they occur when you perceive threat. Why does a racing heart occur? That's your body pumping blood more quickly to your muscles in case you need to move fast. What about rapid, shallow breathing? That's to get more oxygen into your system to fuel your body for action. Why do you get tunnel vision with anxiety? Your visual field narrows to help you focus directly on the threat and block out anything that's unnecessary. And why muscle tension? Your muscles are preparing for movement. They're on alert, ready to fight or flee. Why does stomach upset or nausea occur? Your body puts digestion on hold so it can redirect energy to what it thinks is more urgent: survival. What about sweating or chills? That's your system regulating body temperature in preparation for effort. And why is dizziness or lightheadedness a common symptom of anxiety? Well, that can result from changes in breathing and blood flow as your body adjusts to what it perceives as a crisis. All of these symptoms are normal physical responses to a perceived threat. Your brain thinks it's keeping you safe. But if the threat is emotional, like public speaking, conflict, or even a difficult memory, the body still reacts as if you're being chased by a wild animal. The key is perception. Your body isn't malfunctioning. It's misinterpreting a safe situation as dangerous. And because the symptoms feel uncomfortable or even scary, it's easy to start fearing the anxiety itself, which then feeds into the anxiety cycle. Understanding what these symptoms are and why they happen is a powerful step in breaking that cycle. Because once you know they're normal and temporary, you can start responding with calm awareness instead of fear. And if you've been telling yourself, I can't stand this, know that you're not alone. Many people with anxiety feel that way. But here's the truth. The belief that you can't tolerate anxiety is what makes it worse. Changing that belief is the first step toward gaining control. We'll also explore how learning to tolerate anxiety is a skill, just like learning to manage chronic pain. You might not eliminate it completely, but you can reduce the fear and tension around it. And once you reduce the fear, the intensity usually starts to drop too. In short, anxiety is a system that's been overreacting. But once you understand it, you can learn how to change your relationship with it. And that's exactly what we're working on together. This is a good time to begin to examine your anxiety more specifically. Many people don't want to do this because looking at the anxiety can cause anxiety. If that is the case, try using some of the stress relief and relaxation exercises in the description links. But it is important to begin to look at your symptoms and what can trigger them. Future episodes of this podcast will help you examine your triggers. So here's something you can do right now to help with that future exercise. We'll start identifying the situations that trigger your anxiety. The easiest way to do this is to use the Quieting Anxiety CBT Tools app. On the first screen, tap the section Mood Log and follow the directions to record what you are doing throughout the day and your mood. Multiple times record what you're doing and how you're feeling, not just when you feel anxious, but at various times. That way you'll get a better picture of your emotional landscape. In the app, you can select from common activities like waking up, working, or seeing friends, or add your own custom events. Maybe you want to track how talking to a particular person affects you. You can also customize the emotions or symptoms you're logging. For instance, if you want to notice early symptoms of anxiety prior to a full panic attack. The more often you record, the better the insights. In future episodes, I'll explain how to use this information to better understand your anxiety patterns. In the meantime, you can find a link to the article, Analyzing Your Moods, Symptoms, and Events with Excel at Life's Mood Log in the description links. And if you don't have the app, you can use a notebook. Though the app will make analysis much easier as it has graphing to help you see patterns. Your reflection question today is, can I begin to view anxiety as a signal or message rather than something to fear or suppress? Before we wrap up, let's return for just a moment to that calm, safe place you imagined earlier. Take a slow breath in and gently exhale. Picture yourself back there, whether it's a beach, a forest, a cozy room, wherever you feel most at peace. Take in the surroundings again, the sights, the sounds. Allow yourself to expand on that feeling of comfort and security. Notice how it feels to be there. Is the air cool or warm? Is there something soft beneath you? Let that sense of calm settle gently into your body. Now let yourself bring that feeling with you as you return to your day. You can carry that sense of peace inside you, knowing that this safe place is always there whenever you need it. Now keep in mind that anxiety is a normal process. It's your body's alarm system. You're already taking those first steps by learning more. In the next episodes, we'll go deeper into how anxiety works and how to begin shifting your response to it. Until next time, keep practicing, keep breathing, and keep moving forward.